Hello my lovelies, how are you? I hope you're all doing good. This is Aishna and I welcome you back to yet another video, and this time we're going to talk about a bit of a skincare. So I'll be giving you and sharing with you my skincare routine and give you certain tips and tricks to keep your skin healthy during the monsoons and after it, and specifically this is for oily skin belts, because I have oily skin, so I can give you tips for oily skin more appropriately than dry and normal. So in case you have oily skin and you want to find out ways or kind of the products that I use to keep the oiliness and acne at bay, then please keep on watching. That doesn't mean that none of these products are suitable for dry skin people. Dry skin people can also make use out of this. So without rambling any further, let's get started. So as we all know, monsoons are a really difficult time for oily skin people, as there is already moisture in the air, and so our skin emits a lot of oil and moisture as well. So it becomes a bit difficult to manage our skin, specifically the oily skin people, during the monsoons. Summers are equally terrible, but yeah, nonetheless, with the humidity and everything, summers, monsoons are deadly for oily skin people. We look forward to winters only for the reason that our skin feels great. So I'll share some of the tips and the regime that I follow so that I can keep my skin oil free, not for the entire time because it keeps coming back, but how to treat it so that the oil and the acne is at bay. So the first thing that we need to do and you need to do is apply face wash. Cleansing your face of the gunk, dirt and moisture from your face is absolutely essential, and you need a face wash that you can use twice daily, because that is kind of enough to take the excess moisture out. But if you use more than that, just because your face is emitting more oil, you will be making your skin devoid of the necessary moisture as well. The product that I use to keep my skin clean is Neutrogena's Deep Clean Facial Cleanser, normal to oily skin, and I take this much amount and lather on my face and then wash it off. And remember, pat gently on your face with the towel so that it's not harsh on your skin. So once you're done with your cleansing with the face wash, the next thing that your skin needs is a toner. So for that I use this toner from Lotus. It is called the Cucumber and Basil Clarifying and Balancing Toner, which suits combination to oily skin. This green based toner is great for oily skin people, and it comes in a spray bottle, so you can directly spray it on your face, leave it for some time, let it soak in. Let the natural goodness of cucumber and basil soak it in your skin so that the skin is happy and soothed and cool. You can gently pat it on your face as well, because that way you will not only be tightening your cell and pore gaps, also increasing blood circulation on your face, which is good for your skin. Why do you need to do that? After all, the pores that you just cleaned after using a facial cleanser, you cannot allow impurities to settle down into it. So you give a toner to have a thin layer on top of that cleaned pore, so that impurities doesn't reach out to the pore directly. Now next step is an optional step. This is to be performed regularly. This is once a week or once in 2 weeks, depending on your skin type and its requirements. So I'm talking about exfoliation, and for exfoliation I use this Biotique's Advanced Ayurveda Bio Papaya Revitalizing Tan Removal Scrub. This scrub is this thick product inside, which has got natural particles to make your face clean. You can make out that I use it quite extensively, as a lot of the product is used up, and this is my second tub, it is not my first tub. I have reviewed this product long ago in my blog. I'll leave a link to that blog in the description box. Make sure you check it out. And this suits my skin perfectly. It also helps me remove the extra tan from my face, the sun damage. So have actually thoroughly enjoyed it. So I continue to use it, but definitely once a week or once in 2 weeks. And if you have blackheads as well, this will help you remove those without creating a lot of wear and tear on your skin. And if you don't want to go for these products, you can have a natural alternative, which is Multani Mitti, that acts as the best exfoliant as well. And you add some rose water or some other ingredients which are homemade, and you can have your own DIY mask ready to be applied on your skin. I have talked about Multani Mitti and its benefits all in details, and I'll link up the video right here, so make sure you check it out. Once you're done exfoliating your skin, if you have puffy eyes or you have dark circles under your eyes, so you can use this product. You would need something that will make it easier for your eyes to soothen up and fight with its puffiness. And I'm talking about Biotique's Bio Seaweed Revitalizing Anti-Fatigue Eye Gel. This is an eye gel that I have been using for quite some time, and it's good. I'm almost out of it. Only a tiny bit is left. I'm sure you can't even make out. It's a gel format, so it's quite good for oily skin. I'll show you. See, it's a clear gel, so the moment you apply it underneath your eyes, you feel an instant soothing effect, and it's quite good. But this is also an optional thing, okay? So if you only have puffy eyes or bags under your eyes or dark circles, fine lines, and your eyes need more attention than everybody else, then you go for this one. Otherwise, this is not a required step, which you can easily skip. And then if I'm in a mood for a detailed skincare regime, then I include a serum. A serum or a moisturizer can be alternatively used. You can either use a serum or a moisturizer. It is not mandatory to use both. I do it because once in a while I like to pamper my skin, and when I do, I use both. Otherwise, I prefer just the serum or the moisturizer. For the serum, I prefer using Vitamin C Brightening Face Serum from Good Vibes. This one. This talks about vitamin C. That means it has a slight orangey smell. If that bothers you, don't purchase this, because I don't like oranges, but I warmed up to this because it makes my skin feel bright, healthy, and this doesn't have any paraben. This is cruelty free, so overall quite satisfying, and it has not broken me out yet. And I've been using this for quite some months. I've done a detailed review of this in my blog as well. I'll leave the link, so if you want to find out and read more about this, you can go ahead and read that as well. But for serum also, you just need a tiny amount. You place it on your skin like I'm doing here, and then you gently rub it in and let it soak. Just pat it, don't just rub it rigorously in. Just pat it lightly so that it soaks into your skin and allow it to do its natural wonders. Like I mentioned, that even if I skip serum, I never skip on the moisturizer, and the moisturizer which I can swear by is this one. This is Neutrogena's Hydro Boost Water Gel. This is an extremely great product. I have done a detailed review on this. I'll link up the video right here. You can check it out. It is seriously water-like. I'm not going to tilt it, otherwise it will drop. All you need is a tiny amount, just this much. And for this, little goes a long way. So I have been using this extensively every day, and I'm maybe half way through the tub. So yeah, I know this is a bit expensive product, and I'll be doing a comparison for this one because I have heard of a cheaper alternative in the Pond's one. So the blue one, I forgot the name. I have got it and I'm testing that one. Once I have my thoughts formulated around that one, I'll do a comparative analysis for both this one and that one, and I'll give you another video in detail. So yeah, all you need for this one also is a tiny amount. You pat it on your face, pat it and gently massage it right in, and go to bed. This works tremendously well as a sleeping mask. You put it on and just go to bed. Next day when you wake up, you have fresh, bright skin. So that's what is ultimately the goal, right? To have a healthy and bright skin without a huge amount of oil on your face, right? So that these product combinations have worked quite well with me, so that's why I wanted to share my skincare routine with all of you. In case you want to check out these products, I'll leave the links of these products in the description box below. Don't forget to check that out. So I've used all of these products and none of them has led to a breakout, so I can assure you it worked well on my skin, and I'm assuming it will work well on other oily and acne prone skin as well. So if you have tried, don't forget to mention that in the comments section. I'll be glad to chat with you there, and we can share our experiences and find out if these products are universally successful in dealing with oily skin people. So with that, we have come to the end of this video. Hope you have enjoyed the skincare routine and found it helpful. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button. And make sure you share the video with your friends who are oily skin people or who might be looking for a skincare routine. It's not essential that you have to follow and do every step that I mentioned. You can customize it as required, because I don't follow all of these on a daily basis. On a daily basis I do cleansing, toning and just moisturizing. That's it. Scrubbing once and for all. And I also alternate it between the Multani Mitti and the exfoliant, so tweak it as required. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and become part of this channel. It'll mean a world to me that you are supporting. And don't forget to hit the bell icon next to it, so that, and also click all in the personalized section so that you are updated for all my future updates. So I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.